Good morning from India, and this is Dr. Kannan. We continue with the story of Kaya and Pandya. Actually, my talks are in two versions. One is really the official with more research and with more slides, which I have also uploaded in YouTube. Please look into those videos for serious data. But what I'm giving now is more on casual notes on this relationship. Yesterday, or in the last episode, I was giving you the links between Japan and India, which I narrated that it is important to know that when people land up in Japan for the first time, they realize that people are extremely polite, and the values they pay, for sincerity and honesty strikes anyone who goes there. And especially when a person coming from India, especially from a Tamil culture, will be overwhelmed because these values are again and again said in our ancient text. Especially, there is a verse called Tirukkural, and this Tirukkural is really the reflection of the Tamil values, reflection of the ancient Tamil lifestyle. And there they are talking about especially how to receive a guest. And there, Thiruvalluvar says, Virundu Puratha Thanundal Sava Marandaninum Vendapattandre. He says that even if you have immortal ambrosia or nectar with you, if you can't share it with somebody, especially the guests who are coming there, then it's of no value. What a beautiful way of expressing that the guests are extremely important. And this is, you can see that in Japan, how they treat you, as well as the honesty. The honesty has been again and again mentioned in the ancient poems of Tamil literature. And one can see that actually the Japanese do practice that honesty. I have seen when I lived in Japan many times that, like if you forget something in a shop, or if you forget something in a hospital, wherever it is, and it will be there. Nobody will take it unless you come back and pick it up. And in taxis, sometimes elderly people leave their, pension money and then just go away. But the taxi driver used to, roam around and find that man and hand over this money. And so this extreme efforts to be honest has been actually is mentioned very much in Tamil literature, and they want the Tamils to be like that. So in that way, the Tamils and the Japanese, and there are lots of other things I could actually quote from. These are all certain values. They picked it up from very ancient Tamil tradition. For example, the samurais have that tradition of hirakari, and with which they open up their stomach and die for a cause, for a good cause, and for a principle. And this has been also practiced in ancient Tamil Nadu, a human sacrifice for the common good. And there is a tradition called Navakandam. And Navakandam is a tradition by which actually a person cuts himself into 9 pieces on his own to achieve something, to appease the gods, or to bring victory to the king, things like that. In ancient times, even the kings used to sacrifice themselves in the field, mainly to bring victory. So this is also part of bravery, that is living your life voluntarily. There is a phenomenon called vadakirithal in Tamil. That means, for friendship, and if you lose somebody, the other person, sit towards north, and then he doesn't eat or drink, and then die himself. And so in the ancient Tamil life of Aham and Puram, Aham is more internal love and compassion and all those things, and Puram is what the bravery is. And this is what the probably the Japanese samurais picked it up from an ancient links with India. Possibly we need to do some research on that. In my last episode, I mentioned wrongly about a collection of poems called 20,000 Leaves. No, it is 10,000 leaves. Okay, it's called Man Yosho in Japan, because Man is 10,000 in Japanese. So Man Yosho is a collection of poems, ancient poems in Japanese, that needs the Sangam literature to understand it properly. We'll talk about it more in the coming episodes.